Interesting. I want to talk about OnlyFans users. Okay, because this was a conversation that I seen on Instagram and also on Twitter, where this essentially like OnlyFans users going to the lengths of getting like subscriptions, where you see content where people are doing stuff outside, people are doing stuff in public places and stores. You guys know what I mean. I didn't want to get into it because this is a little bit just a little raunchy.
That's
topic.
Fine. We're not PG-13.
But there's a lot of people that are concerned, and a lot of people are speaking out about it because I guess Twitter, being that it's on Twitter and it's at the forefront of everybody, like everybody sees it. It's not like before. A lot of NSF, or whatever you want to call it, those type of content, sexual content that was on Tumblr, had its own community. But now that everything is on Twitter, everybody sees it and everyone has an opinion on it. And a lot of people are concerned about the about those users that are doing those type of things to get these subscriptions. I mean, you know what I'm talking about, though, Darren, right?
Right. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on Twitter right now.
Not you on
people
Twitter right now?
Using dildos in public in the middle of the street.
Not in the middle of the street, honey.
No, they are. Like people are doing a lot for subscribers. Yes, child, it's a mess.
What is your headspace with that?
Do you think?
Yeah, you go ahead. Ask your question.
No, I was going to ask regarding because I have mixed feelings regarding OnlyFans. I think it's a good thing that people are being open as far as nudity. You know what I mean? Because we all watch porn. Porn has always been a part of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, though, I think porn stars collectively, we just, I guess they have their own little world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could you ever imagine telling your mom or dad, like, hey, I think I want to go into the adult entertainment industry? Growing up, that wasn't a thing. You know what I mean? It's really taboo.
Mm-hmm.
And I think OnlyFans is breaking that mold between what's taboo and talking about sexuality and how far we can really go with it.
Yeah.
And you can make your own money from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
However,
houses and cars and shit. I'm like, dang.
It's the thing. I think people have to understand that. I don't know. I'm really mixed about it because either if they can normalize OnlyFans where it's okay for people to join these sites and not have any negative consequences once they get older and get to where they're trying to be, then that's okay. But I can't help but think like back in the day where, everyone can't be a Kim Kardashian. Everyone can't be a Paris Hilton where they sell a sex tape or they do these types of things and they can build a brand off of it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I just hope that these young people that's watching these big influencers go into these sites and make big bank, that they don't think like, oh, well, this is the easy way for me to make money, or this should be this is going to be my key to where I can get where you know what I mean? Or just
like this is your primary source of income. Don't make this your primary source of income.
Yes.
Oh yes, I definitely agree with that.
And I feel like it's taking the bar down for people to actually think outside of the box and think of other ways to make money, or just if a door gets slammed in your face, if you're chasing your dream or something and a door gets slammed in your face, continue to keep fighting. You don't have to resort to taking off your clothes. Now look, I don't fault anybody for taking off their clothes or going into the adult industry. Just let that be your passion. I hate people that go into things and it's not their passion. They're doing it for the wrong reasons. And we can see that in your work. If you are full of sexual, you know what I mean? You exude sexuality and you just love your body and you go into the adult industry, you do that. You do that. But if you're just doing it just because it's an easy way to make money, I think you're being reckless and you're not thinking about the outcome of this longevity-wise.
Yeah.
How are you going to be able to explain this to people? And
who says
again,
you have
that
to?
goes. Yeah, that's what I said. That goes back to what I said. If we can normalize this, then in that case, then cool, let it be.
But you have to understand this is a country of reputation, and if you're going to get into this, this is it.
Our first lady posed nude,
and she's also white.
You can Google her coochie.
She's also white.
So
she's also white.
Don't matter. The first lady of our country has a coochie that you can Google. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. I have my own opinions. I think I've talked about this on the Key about OnlyFans. Like, there's a GIF of me reacting to this guy who had a list about what he wanted in his partner, and that his last thing was that he didn't want to be with anybody that would judge him for having OnlyFans. And I was just like, OnlyFans. Here we go, cyber hoes. But I think that for me, I feel like my opinion's kind of evolved on it because I can't wait to start my OnlyFans. But it's not so much about the It's not so much about the sexual content. I'm all about liberation of your own body and having autonomy and all those things. I think that platform has become oversaturated sexually because people realize like, oh, you know what, people are freaks, and people are naturally inclined to like. If you know how to maintain your mystery, people want to know what you got going on like that. You know what I mean? And I feel like in our community, in the LGBTQ community, because our identity as a community is based solely on our identity as sexual beings, like it's literally about our sexuality. In our community, that's what people are capitalizing on. It's like, yeah, well, and even the straight people like Flashman Wade. And they call it gay fishing because like you have a strong gay following because we want to see your ass and we want to see your piece or whatever. And he's like, yeah, they pay to see it, so why not show it to him?
Okay,
like I'm not sleeping with him.
Let me do my moderating job because I don't want this to come off like we're, because I know I agree with you, Nevada. I don't want to come off like we're judging people that are on OnlyFans. I'm talking to the vulgarness of it, like the exhibitionism.
What about it? You think? But the thing is,
well,
it's not about. And if people feel like they're being judged, then let them feel like they're being judged.
Not that they're being judged. I'm just saying, like,
a matter of
okay, go ahead.
No, seriously. Because if it's part of the discussion, and if we all have different opinions on certain things, people are gonna take it how they want to take it in the first place. Yeah. Like, I always encourage adult people to do whatever they want to.
Yeah,
do. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter how I feel about what you're doing. I don't pay your bills.
Yes.
I don't subscribe to your OnlyFans, so I don't really have any input on what it is you do to make your life easier. When it comes to how I make my decisions on how I'm going to make sure I pay my rent, how I'm going to put food in my mouth, how I'm going to take care of my phone bill and my cable and all those things.
Yeah.
If I decide tomorrow morning, like, you know what, I've been giving my best nudes away to these to people for free. I've been having the best sex of my life for nothing. Literally.
Okay.
You mean to tell me that I could post a nude and make $3,000 today?
No, posting a nude is. They're not. Well, I wasn't talking about that.
You mean to? No, as far as because of the type of, because it's so competitive, people have to try to find new creative ways to make sure that like, this is why you're going to come to my page versus going to this page.
So it's almost like a shock value.
Right. And I think also I do follow a couple artists because I like kind of piggybacking off of what Nevada said about, when you're following your passion, like having to resort to porn to kind of like make people interested in what you're doing. I will say that I have kind of been over the past few weeks, like I celebrated certain artists that like had OnlyFans, like, yes, go get your bag. Like, you got the body, you got, creating that energy. But if you're going to be on OnlyFans, I shouldn't see the content that you're going to be posting on OnlyFans on Twitter. Because what's the point?
Well, Twitter is a promotion. If there was no Twitter, how do you promote your OnlyFans?
Yeah. No, but my thing is like if you're gonna do that, if you are going to Twitter, if you're going to use Twitter as the promotional, or if you're going to use it as the marketing tool to get people to your OnlyFans, don't give me on Twitter what you're going to be giving on OnlyFans, because the goal is to get people interested in paying for this content, right? But you're giving me your whole, you're giving me, you're stroking,
they be giving me 2 minutes of content.
I'm just like, well, I don't need to go to OnlyFans. I don't bust my nut now.
I don't need to buy it.
Derek, I'm gonna need you to hush because
I said
giving it away. But giving it away.
We're giving the game away for free. Listen, I'm here to help the people.
Y'all niggas gonna be having 2-second videos.
And that's what listen, get your bag. If that's what you're going to do, if you're doing it so that you can supplement your income, be smart about it. Stop giving away that cow for free if you're supposed to be selling milk. Stop doing it, because now you're giving away steak. You know what I mean?
And then some of the content that you post is gonna because Twitter is very opinionated. And ever since sexual content migrated to this app, a lot of people have been seeing a lot of things and saying stuff about it and getting your stuff like blocked, and once they
Really?
block you, yes,
Oh,
no,
wow,
this
that's
one
crazy.
dude that I follow, he does a lot of exhibitionism stuff. Look, hey, get how you get it. It's on my
On your other page.
my Finsta page.
Finsta. Y'all
Finsta
got
Twitter.
these freak Twitters. That's a real thing. I guess I got to set up a freak Twitter because I don't.
Yeah, first of all, I can't do nothing with that show page.
I don't venture over into
You
that
gotta
side.
be-
If I see
you
it,
gotta
I
keep
see
it
it.
professional.
I
But
think,
no, a lot of people come for him because he does a lot of stuff outside and in parks and in public places. Because that's what I was talking about.
I think I know you're talking about. He's short with the nice little.
He got like dreads. He's like
Yeah, I know you're talking
yeah,
about.
he from Jersey, I think.
I didn't know that. But I know you're talking
Because he
about.
was on a NJ Transit train. I know them trains like anywhere.
Playing with himself.
Yeah.
Y'all going to jail. Now, see, stuff
So
like that.
Y'all
So I,
going to jail.
That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about people. You can go on OnlyFans. No, if that's what you want to do, I'm never going to judge nobody because that's how you make your income.
Yeah.
However, when you do content like that,
when you do content like that,
I
what?
think you think
going
you
into
think,
the
you think
parks,
it's a drawing
going
line.
that's you can get arrested.
Going
Like
into
I'm
public
coming
places.
from. I'm not judging. I'm coming from a place of like you can get in trouble with this. You can
Right.
get arrested and potentially be charged as a sex offender.
Right. That's what I said. To be
Especially
like,
at a
just be
park.
smart about what you're
I
doing.
mean, but that goes back to what he said. Like you're having to think because it's a competitive field.
Yeah.
So when you have the same people doing the same thing, you're gonna try to think of something outside the box and do crazy things like going outside. So
Yeah.
where do we draw the line? Because people want to make money. They have to make money from it.
I understand
And it's
completely. There's literally a billion podcasts out here. No, that's iTunes really came out with a statement like that. They have a billion podcasts on their roster. No, look it up.
I wasn't gonna look that up.
So I can understand how we might have to do some stuff and talk about some things that'll give us some shock value.
you gotta get naked, Darren.
Well, let me say, no child.
That'll be our blog for YouTube. Like, are they recording their podcast
Hit our
naked?
Patreon, anyway.
Right. We record our podcast butt naked with cans of whipped cream by the
That would be
laptops.
sickening. That's a unique concept.
And look
That's very unique.
Child,
Don't say that because I'll write it down. We going to the gym tonight. Look at my body snatched.
let's get this body snatched, honey. Let's get it ready. Okay, get the camera.
No, my whole issue, my issue is with the babies, the young people that's coming out of high
There's a
school.
lot of young people
they are legal.
They're going right to OnlyFans.
18.
18, 19.
I just want my babies to see other. They don't have to go through. Like if you're grown,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like out of, then that's fine. But like to my kids, to the babies that are in college and they're struggling right now. Think about that college kid that that has a hard time getting money. It's hard being in college and not
I ain't
having
gonna
a
lie.
job.
I ain't gonna
And
lie.
when you in college,
So-
When I was in college, if
Teachers
we had an
tell you-
OnlyFans,
teachers tell you a lot of scary shit. They look at your social media. They
Well, they
look
do
what you're
that now.
liking.
It's just,
Jobs look.
it's good.
So it's real crazy.
Yeah.
I just,
want them to know that they have other options and that selling their body should be a last resort. And I always tell people too that prostitution. Okay, people get mad, but you have OnlyFans or you can be pro sex work. Like I'm pro sex work. I'm pro. Like I said, I'm pro anybody
sex
doing
work
whatever they have
too.
to do to take care of themselves, as long as it doesn't harm another person.
Just proceed with
illegal.
caution. That's all I
Yeah.
say. Just proceed with caution, because
But prostitution is the oldest line of work. Like selling your body, selling sex is the oldest job, the oldest recorded profession in the world.
but it was behind the scenes back then.
It wasn't. It was a job that everybody knew about. You knew who the whores
Everybody
were.
knew about it, but it wasn't up and it wasn't out for
Yes,
public
it was.
consumption.
You talking-
It
see,
wasn't out like
you're
this.
thinking as an American.
Everything is
I'm talking about
Yeah, yes,
civilization.
Not
in-
thinking as an American.
Yeah, you're talking about American. You have to think that America was founded on Puritan ideals. Our founders were Puritans. So everything was based on morality and being morally pure for God. That's not the reality of the world. So when I say that prostitution is the oldest profession in the world, I'm talking about out of every global civilization, the exchange of your body. Once there was a marketplace, people were exchanging sex because of how the pleasure and something you wanted, you can exchange sex for food. People were, I'll have sex with you to get bread. I will have sex with you for seeds. I will have sex with you for a goat. That's what people were doing. They were trading their bodies and sexual experiences for the things that they needed and the things that they wanted. So fast forward in 2,000 something years, 3,000, a million years later, for that to still be an option to say, you know what? That's the easiest thing. That's because it's easy. I think that the issue now is that people are taking this route because it's easy. It's easy and fast money. You don't have to really think too much to do it. It doesn't cost a lot.
But that line of work has an expiration date
to do it, and that's fine. Some people get in it not thinking like nobody wants to be on OnlyFans for 20 years.
You sure?
Nobody wants to be on OnlyFans for 20 years. The people who are in the adult entertainment industry, they have OnlyFans to supplement their income, but their goal is to continue to work and continue to do movies, and you know, some of them want to break out of that industry and go into real modeling and real acting and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that we have now, the group that we're talking about, the goal isn't to be on OnlyFans forever. The goal is to collect the bag, flip it, and turn it into something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the goal. If I got to sell my nudes right now, if I got to give y'all these little videos for now, my goal is to make
no idea what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I want to make $25,000 off OnlyFans doing my nude stuff. Once I make $25,000, I can leave it.
Mm.
Like, that's a legitimate goal for some people.
But what if it comes back to hurt you? Because if you want to work and get this career that you're trying to get,
a real bitch won't care about stuff like that.
I mean,
'cause I'm gonna tell you,
not a real bitch.
I think people are normalizing it now. I think people are coming to the term. If you've done OnlyFans and you have moved out on the internet, I think jobs are coming to an understanding. Like, I don't know, it's just a new day and age.
I'm just saying, use that platform.
I'm gonna just say I was hungry.
Podcast,
you can't never
start
ask
a blog,
me. You can't ask me shit about how I made my money.
Because let me tell you,
I was hungry.
Once you try to go back into the working force, because the working force is not. And I know you like to say that I'm speaking as an American, but I'm just saying
what workforce?
When you're getting into the workforce,
30 million unemployed. What workforce?
Okay, and that explains my point even more. They're not hiring people. You think I'm going to hire a person that's on OnlyFans?
Yes.
Shit.
Who else you going? But who's looking? Guys, but you, I mean, we say that.
I guess
so
think about.
We create this false narrative about. I've worked in corporate America. I understand when you're. Yeah. I understand the process of hiring and screening. Okay. I've done it. I've worked in human resources before, and you know, had to search Twitters and things like that.
So you've been there.
Now, if a person does not get a job based off of the fact that they had an OnlyFans, if that is the determining factor in why you didn't hire a person, it's illegal. No matter what your moral compass is, it's illegal.
Yeah.
Because it's discrimination. Secondly, if I'm an adult, because in America, over 18, you're an adult. You're able to make your own decisions.
Yeah. Okay.
As an adult, I am allowed to be an adult entertainer.
Oh, of course.
Now, if I decide to go in a field that requires me to represent some type of moral standing, if I'm going to go work for a church, or if I'm going to go, you know, be the new face for a children's foundation and stuff like that, it would make sense for me to scrub as best as you can those things from the internet. I always say the internet is forever.
Yeah.
But in any space, like I said earlier, like a real bitch wouldn't have a problem about saying why they had an OnlyFans. Or having to explain. I feel like you don't have to explain anything to anybody, but it's like, I was hungry.
Yeah.
That's why I had an OnlyFans. I wasn't getting hired other places. We were in a pandemic. The economy was crashed. The easiest thing my music wasn't selling. Nobody was buying my paintings. I wasn't getting hired to write freelance for any blogs. But my news were popping.
Yeah.
I got experience as a videographer and an editor by creating these short films, these artistic nude stories of myself. I was able to build
the tide is shifting.
I got no, because you can, a smart person, or like I said, a real bitch, and we won't have a problem by having OnlyFans and getting work after in the future. If you know who you are and where you're supposed to be, you can get a lot of transferable skills from having an OnlyFans, running a business. It's like drug dealing. Like I tell people all the time, like I had to tell some of my cousins, if you can run the block for 5 years, when it's illegal, when selling weed is illegal, you can definitely run a legitimate business. You understand about marketing. You understand about building a base.
You get it.
You understand about running a team, setting a goal.
Going through the legal way.
Right. Like, so it's the being able to transfer those skills. If you can sell your body, you can sell anything. If you got people buying pictures of your ass when everybody walking on this earth has one, come on.
I think it's the element of I think it's the element of people watch porn, and
Mhm.
now it's being open that yes, we all watch porn, and yes, let's start having a discussion that porn is. Let's normalize this.
Okay.
Because
Right.
I think we all can understand. Well, I know in my generation, and I'm pretty sure y'all too. Growing up, we had CDs, and we had like I came into the technology.
Booty
I
talk.
was born into the technology era.
Child Pinky.
However, we had like I mean, if y'all was we had CDs and
We
we
had
would
tapes.
sneak and watch the CDs. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So a
Mhm.
lot of this stuff is new, but everyone watches porn. Everyone. So I think it's really taboo right now
Yeah.
that
I mean, even porn stars are having gripes with OnlyFans
yes,
because they feel like they
I
do so
think
much work with high quality production for someone to just sit there with a phone
yeah.
and post nudes for
I would be
$7.99 a
mad.
month.
Oh, I would be mad because this is beyond the cam.
And some
girl type
OnlyFans
of
users
thing.
upset because these celebrities, fucking Tiger showed his freaking beefcake all over damn OnlyFans,
Girl.
and now I have to figure out how I'm going to compete with that. A celebrity.
Bella Thorne snubbed.
Bella Thorne. Who is that?
Bella Thorne is a Disney
No,
star.
I'm talking to Derek because he done showed me something that was. Speaking of the damn devil, the Twitter.
Right. Like, oh, I didn't even know he had an OnlyFans. Like, yeah, you're right. Everybody's like, damn, you on OnlyFans too?
And you can't look
crazy.
even on my blog page. I cannot escape it. Like, it's all over Twitter. Twitter is going to end up.
It's everywhere.
It's going to end up like
everywhere
Tumblr.
on Twitter.
Twitter going to be like, oh, we can't do this no more. And when that happens,
I was like,
when that happens, is it. That's it. That's it.
It's gonna be ass all over
my Twitter
Instagram.
in public.
They're not going to allow
I
that.
can't do it.
Instagram cuts that. Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, Instagram said, oh, no, Instagram is this.
They will block
Instagram
your
said, no,
page.
we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
But I think people see that it's a market now, and I think they're going to keep it on Twitter as long as they can until the FCC comes out and be like, y'all need to regulate. Because the problem with Tumblr, there was a lot of people there was a lot of young people posting their nudes, and there was a lot of people posting children. Like, yes, that's the reason why FCC got involved, and that's why Tumblr is like blocked from Apple. Yeah, there's a lot of pedophilia going on in there. Too much of anything is bad for you.
And
Right.
yes.
And you have to, yeah. So I think hopefully this does not end up like Twitter. The same thing that happened with Tumblr happens with Twitter. But at the end of the day, yeah, there could be you could be counted as discrimination if you don't get hired if you had an OnlyFans. But sometimes jobs don't even tell you. They won't even tell you why they didn't hire you.
Yeah.
And you're only gonna assume. You can only assume either it's because I'm black, or it's because I'm gay, or it's because I'm on OnlyFans. Hell, I mean, this podcast might hinder me from getting a job because I curse too much. I'm slowly trying to censor the show. But
yeah.
You're gonna hear about the beeps soon. I'm telling you. I'm gonna have a beep button. But yeah, I mean that could potentially be a thing. I was very worried making this podcast because I'm like, what if they listen to this and it's like, oh my God, like it's all about, this country is about reputation. I think that it's bullshit. I think that you should definitely get a job and have any type of profession that you want. In a perfect world, it should be like that. But we're living in this world. And this is what's going on, essentially. So I'm not saying I agree, but I'm just saying this is what's going to happen. Don't get your hearts broken now. I'm saying if you are going on to this OnlyFans thing, I'm talking to the young people. I'm not talking to the older people because they don't. Have a plan. Have a plan. Yeah. Okay, if you can sell this, if you can sell your body, you can sell something else. Shit, start selling T-shirts. Make your clothing lines. Make your makeup line. Merch. You get what I'm saying?
The things.
Okay.
And that's
multiple streams of income.
Just to know. Yeah. Just have a plan.
Mm-hmm. Have a plan. Because this ain't gonna be forever.
I mean, we've seen it. No, it's not.
Like Marilyn Monroe said, we'll all lose our charm in the end. Child.
Real good.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, well, good luck to all the girls and boys on OnlyFans. I can't wait to start mine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because OnlyFans actually.
Derek, are you really starting one?
I am. Well, like I said, OnlyFans isn't just for porn. I know that's the market that people are using it for now, but I have an album coming out, so I got to make sure that I'm also working on I'm working on a visual project. So, be able to drop like behind the scenes clips, and it's supposed to be a space where your fan base gets exclusive content from you.
Yeah,
So
that's why Cardi uses it. Cardi uses OnlyFans.
Yeah, so
smart. That's a smart move.
Yeah, so that's what it's for. Now, of course, I have my own journey about accepting my body type, and I think 2015 is when I started Doll Body December, where in December I do a focus on like my body, and I retell my story about what it was like for me being overweight, what I felt like, and then transitioning into this new form of going from being made fun of because I was fat to being made fun of because I'm too skinny, and me just having to
I cannot believe you was
yeah,
because you can almost tell with certain people that lose weight.
Yeah, because they had like the excess skin or they look no, that wasn't the doll.
So did a lot of crunches.
I was a cheerleader. My
Hello.
I battled eating disorders in high school, and one of my teachers like recognized it, and she literally invited me to just start working out with the cheerleaders. So at 4:00 in the morning, she would come to my house and pick me up, and I would go to the track with the cheerleaders, and I would run and I would work out with them, and she helped me, encourage me to eat, eat again, because she realized that I was skipping lunch at school, and I was just drinking water or I was eating ice.
Child.
Yeah, and she was just like, that's fucking weird. But after a while, like like during college, like then I started losing weight, and then I just started losing more weight, and I just stopped. I stopped being able to gain weight. Like I've been trying to gain weight for the past 2 years.
How the hell did your metabolism must have kicked in or something?
My metabolism kicked in.
Just because mine is just.
But they say that I'm an endomorph anyway, so my metabolism is high. But also when you have forced your body into survival mode, it operates that way. So my body literally, my body will operate as if it thinks I'm not gonna eat today. So it'll start. Like, let me start burning this fat now because he's not gonna eat.
And then you don't get hungry.
And then I don't get hungry because, my body's burnt what it needs to burn off today. I'm not really hungry. And I'm busy in my mind.
Child, that's how I want my goddamn body to burn.
You don't want that. Listen, stay in your struggle, as Beyonce said. Stay in your struggle.
I stay in your struggle.
Right. But, it took me a while to just be comfortable with my body and to look in the mirror. I have to do it. I still have to do it every day. Like when I take a shower and I come out and I'm like, I know when I go to the gym, I'm working on my arms. I'm working on my chest because I know how I want it to.
You want to bulk up,
and I know what I want my midsection. I want my ass to look like, and I know my ass to lift a little more. I want these are the things I want in my head because I feel like it'll make me feel better. But after I go through all of the things, the list of the things I want to change about myself, I just have to come back to that mirror and say, "But I love you."
Yeah.
And there are people who starve themselves.
I remember someone told me
like
we all want what we don't have.
Right. And so I have to remind myself of that, even though I'm trying to be more healthy and more health conscious, and I want to give my body everything it needs. You have to love
yourself in the process.
Yeah, like I want to give my body everything it needs to be the best it can be. So when I'm thinking about my abs and I'm thinking about my chest and I'm thinking about all those things, I'm not thinking about it just for aesthetics. Like, no, I want to be able to perform at the highest level of performance. And that requires me to work out. It requires me to stay active and things like that. But at the same time, where I am right now today, even though it may not be where I'm going to be 2 years from now or where I was 2 or 5 years ago,
you never know.
I have to love me. I have to love every inch of this being. And so that's part of my OnlyFans offering too, is just going to be about the journey of me, or me sharing those types of stories with my fans. And, because people, they'll see whatever you give them. I feel like Instagram and Twitter, social media allows you to control your own narrative. Like people only get what you give them.
That's one thing I love it.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
They only get what you give them. And for me, I feel like my whole life has kind of been like that. Like I was raised in a family that was semi-political, so there was always a narrative about us, and you kind of fall in line with it. And as an adult, it's like, well, I want people to know me. Like I try to be very transparent on my Facebook with my fans. Like if I'm struggling with something, I let my people know. Like y'all, I'm struggling. Like I know y'all happy about the VMAs. Y'all like this picture, and y'all have no idea what's going on behind here. You don't know about the nights that I literally can't. Like I don't go to sleep because for whatever reason, my mind is thinking about, damn, how am I going to pay for X, Y, and Z? Or do I need to get a third job? Like, do I make enough money? Like, what's gonna happen through my because my anxiety puts me in those spaces.
Yes.
Oh, so that's
we are so connected in that way because I have that same issue too. Like I'm sleeping at 2 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I'm up thinking about
stuff you can't
what is
control.
next for this show. What is going on with this college? I need to take this math test and I got to study for that. Like it is so much.
It's a lot.
Like, oh my God,
it's a lot.
That's why I like going on the show because this is so therapeutic. This is a way for us to like.
Yeah, this is your way to you keep it because.
So it's creative. It's creative, and so that's what. And tying it back to our doll talk with the OnlyFans, like for some people, like who may not have a creative bone in their body, like this just may be their form of expression that allows them to eat every day. Like some of them may not.
Some people are really creative on there. I seen.
Yes,
it's like
they are.
I'm like, okay, this is good. I mean,
some people have gotten jobs from their OnlyFans content, like becoming creative directors for music videos and
the shift and the tide is shifting. So I was kind of militant on certain topics, but I do think times have changed, and I think
it is
eventually people eventually gonna be like, you know what? Well, shoot, he does better than this person with the degree. So let's just I'm saying.
I don't know,
but What's going on, Derek? You seem a little distracted.
Oh, I just got a text.
Okay.
About I'll have a call later on today, but yeah, that was all. That was my giving. So yes, to answer your question, yes, I'm gonna have OnlyFans. It's gonna be more than just seeing my naked body. But
got it.
But if you do see my naked body, it's gonna be very creative.
I'm gonna text you your naked body. I'm like, I seen your naked body.
Right, but it's like, I just saw your naked body. I'm like, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for that little $6. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm kidding. My OnlyFans will be $14.99. I'm not playing with the girls. That's it.
And I told you, first of all,
what?
We want we want numbers.
Numbers, $14.99. That's what they're getting.
You coming like Cardi B? Cardi B, $6.
Not my problem. I'm not Cardi B.
Child.
You have to know your own worth. You don't base your worth off of other people. I wish I would go and say, well, this person's OnlyFans is this much, so mine has. Cardi B's not worth more than me. I don't care what her bank account says.
When I was on OnlyFans, I don't do that shit no more because I be broke.
Ooh. But when
I didn't go no higher than $6, child.
Oh, well, that's fine. The people that support me, and
you got your list. You got your doll.
Yeah, I have a fan base. I told you I made a post on Facebook, and by the end of the day, I'd raised over $3,500 on Cash App just for people for supporting me because it's me. It wasn't. I had nothing to offer. I ain't had no merchandise. I ain't had no T-shirts. I ain't had no mugs, no music. I have nothing to offer. All I could say was, y'all, I'm in a bad spot right now, and I need help. Mm-hmm. So knowing that I have people who are willing to give just because they're giving, and investing in me because they believe in me. I know that, with me providing exclusive content on a service that actually is part of my brand and my business, like I'll be supported. And so if I say I want $15, there are people who I know they're going to give me $15, and there are going to be other people that I ain't never met that'll give me $15 because they know that the money is going into my art because they believe in me. Mm-hmm. It's not so much about just making the money. It's like, no, I'm doing this because I got to do this album. I have to produce, and on top of that, I got to pay my rent, and I got to, I have to live, and I have to be alive in order to create this art that y'all want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and my value isn't the same as other people. So I don't really care about Cardi B. Beyonce could drop an OnlyFans. It could be $4. That has nothing to do with the Derek doll. If you want the content that I'm giving, this is the price.
Beyonce pays a lot.
Beyonce will pay a lot. She'd probably be like, "Oh, you need $1,000,
baby." And guess what? Because there are people who support her. There are people who will pay $1,000 a month to see whatever exclusive content that Beyonce is giving. And I think it's a beautiful thing.
All right. Well, good luck. Good luck to you, Derek. You always here to support. I think that's it.